Hey guys, how are you doing? I know I kind of got our new moon video out for us early yesterday. I had teachings and lots of things, all the things yesterday. So I wanted to get ahead of the game. The energy is definitely abundant and available with the Aquarius stellium. So, how are you guys doing? Spirit was literally so loud today, you guys. Let me get all the cards in here too. Spirit was super loud, and I kept hearing it was like Saturn wanted to remind us. This is what I kept hearing, which is not a surprise to me. So I wanted to tap in before I kind of make my daily post office drop offs and go on about my afternoon and stuff. Get some custom orders wrapped up. Thank you, by the way. Shout out if you are new here. I did a teaching at Terra Nova Crystals and shared some beautiful time with you all. And if you're here checking us out, thanks. Welcome in. We're going to smudge it out with some rosemary. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. I was just like, let's just shuffle. I mean, of course, my instinct is going to be like, let's check it out, let's look at the charts and everything. But, I mean, obviously, you guys, we do know that Saturn right now is in Pisces. I think it was like, what are we do? Saturn is going to move into Aries in like May, but it's temporary, not official, right? Because Saturn will do one more retrograde trip back into Pisces in it's like September. I'm just going off of memory, you guys. Sorry. Let me get a sip. Why am I hearing? Is it? Some people say Kipper belt and some people say Kuiper belt, but I'm literally hearing that. Chat, listen, your girl, your friend over here. By the way, hear me out. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of our soul family, our tribe, and our spirit gang here, where we do alchemy and we evolve, we ascend, we practice self-awareness, right? We call in intentions of abundance, of health, wealth, of prosperity, of growth, of healing, ascension, expansion, all of these beautiful things that are to the highest and best good of all, to ourselves and to those in our collective, right? We offer gratitude to our ancestors and our guides and our spirit team of the highest and best good who are closest to the light. It's an Aquarius stellium over here, okay? Meaning, yes, there is an Aquarius stellium in the collective, but I personally in my chart have an Aquarius stellium. And that Aquarius energy is in my top 3. It's in my personal planets. Child, I know. Woo, okay. So I'm feeling it. I'm just saying, especially part of this new moon chart that just opened up at like 7:30 this morning. And hello. Oh, you know what? Maybe Spirit was like, girl, get on here and say Happy Lunar New Year. Yes. Happy Lunar New Year, gang, gang. Year of the Wooden Snake. Absolutely so powerful. So well paired with a Year of 9 and a Year of the Hermit, which has Virgo rulership. It's very much giving like, what am I hearing? The line from Aladdin. What is it? Ultimate cosmic power, itty bitty living space. This is what I'm hearing. But it's like we are all of the one that is. We have a Pisces stellium and an Aquarius stellium going on right now. So if the water bearer is showing us that we are poured into by the source of oneness that is all. But we also have a very is the density of earth. Do you know what I mean? Virgo is the embodiment of all of this. So it actually pairs very well. I love the wooden snake. I think about grounding. I think about the power. Like, for example, you have a Kundalini rising, right? You have a massive spiritual transformation and you shed your old skin. right? Listen, I'm part of the snake gang. Excuse me. When I went into getting all of my tattoos, I got this one first, but this was the second one because I had a certain teacher for a year. And anyway, child, look, I got all the snakes. So I'm excited about that, but let me pause and say thank you for being here, okay? Saturn, Big Daddy Saturn, Big Gatekeeper, Big Kronos, Big Lord of Karma and Time said, we got some things to talk about. Also want to wish you a happy Lunar New Year, but yeah, like the video if you find valuable, helpful content, if you find energetic activations, if you resonate, if you love me. No, I'm just playing. I mean, you can if you want to, but I appreciate you being here. I'm trying to get out of the habit of putting my elbow. Child, don't put your elbows on the table. Because it just bumps the table constantly. Look, I'm trying to do better. It is what it is. I'm not. Grace is not going to be one of the things that that they're going to talk about when I'm gone. Okay. I appreciate if you find it helpful, uplifting, beautiful accountability, encouragement, educational, whatever it is that you find here. I am thankful that you do find that here. And if you subscribe and if you liking is just a free energetic way to offer me support. It also allows us to get connected with people in our soul tribe, people in our soul family who may need to hear a message, who might need an activation, a visual, anything, who knows? You know what I'm saying, right? My goal is actually never to really even be monetized here. I have lots of different things going on, but here I just want to share and to go through this experience together, to learn, to evolve, to practice self-awareness, to walk through just the astrology, the wheel of the year, the moon cycles as they unfold. And you know your girl loves to collect these decks, so I will always share them with you. And yeah, I do offer personal one-on-one work, including tarot, astrology. You know, over here you always get a little mixture of both. I like to say tarot astrology, okay? But I do have a website. You can definitely check it out there. I do have a shop. I have, you can email me to book a reading. And you can actually follow me. You can see where my socials are. Y'all, you know what? Hold on. Or let me tell you, friend, I didn't go with Etsy. And I couldn't go into this long drawn out thing as to why. I did reactivate my website. So you can still go to my website. I have a shop there. And then, yeah, you know, I do a lot of private, group structured teaching events and stuff like that. So I always have, special offerings there. But yeah, if you subscribe, join our family. Each time you like, especially if you subscribe, it just helps me energetically resonate and connect and align with your energy. And then it's like aligning the divine, organic, how do we say, spirit or algorithm for how we need to bring messages through and how we need to focus on astrology for the soul family, for the soul tribe that it is that we have here, right? All right, you guys, Saturn, Big Daddy, gate holder, gatekeeper. Okay, Saturn, when we talk about Saturn, I'm teaching and reading someone's chart. I tell them, you know, back in the day, you know, you would not have had the complex satellite, all the technologies, all these different things. If you were out, where would you be? You know, you might be Mayan, you might be Teotihuacan, you may be Mexican, you may have been, I don't know, you could have been Nordic, right, on a Viking ship. Maybe you were maybe you were in Egypt, right? All of these different, civilizations had amazing, astounding ways of tracking planets and stars in the sky. So if you were looking out, it's really like with your bare naked eye, in most places, I'll say, you really Saturn would have been like the last planet. And then out beyond, you know, in what we call the outer planet land, right? You couldn't see those at that time. Excuse me. So Saturn held the bounds. He what do you say, structure, structure, stability, the bounds, the gatekeeper, the key holder, time. It makes sense that the energy of Saturn was heavily coming through. Literally, I was like, in my brain, it's like Saturn has something to say to you, or Saturn wants you to remember. It was, y'all, I put a lot of stuff on my notepad. I need to have a journal. How am I look, y'all, like I'm at the gym? What am I going to, hold on, you guys, let me go get my journal. Child, I know, listen. So I put a lot of stuff in my notes, but then I forget to write it down. Saturn was saying something about, it was this very Saturnian life coach, big daddy, like divine father, masculine energy, like, we've been working on this lesson. Remember what you learned. This was the vibe of it. I can't remember the exact sentence. I heard it so clearly and I was like, cool, Saturn, we will get on and we will talk and see what comes through. And so, of course, it's important to note that Saturn is going to change and do some shuffling this year. He will officially complete his orbit, which is almost 30 years. Yeah, imagine the karmic cycles that are going to wrap the fuck up. I know, right? And we've been talking about this, but Saturn will still be in Pisces. I want to say it's until like May. And then he'll do, yes, he'll be in Aries and then he'll rotate back and do a retrograde. And then officially, like in February, I want to say, of 2026, he will be in Aries. And so I'm not surprised, because hear me out. Here's what I'm also thinking. Not only are we in Aquarius season, right? We're going to pull a card, but, we're in Aquarius season with an Aquarius stellium. We had the moon. The moon is going to move on quickly, but we still have Sun, Mercury. What else was it? Sorry. Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Pluto. Pluto. Child, how am I going to forget Pluto? I know. So, many really still feel intuitively that Aquarius is co-ruled. The classical ruler was Saturn. The present day rulership is usually observed to be Uranus. But I don't know, Saturn's really coming through, and we do have so much Aquarian energy still rippling out. Today, the moon, again, will move on quickly, but I believe that this is a huge pattern reset. It's like, woo, I was telling someone, whoa, I was seeing all this imagery when I was teaching. I was explaining, I was seeing the soul star chakra, and it was coming through even before the new moon. So that totally makes sense to me. But it was like a bridge is taking us, it's a huge connection, which makes sense because I'm seeing like, the water bearer is dumping, but Pisces, with all this Pisces and Aquarius energy dumping down through the soul star into the crown. But we were talking about how much we are being open to receive. It's a huge energetic portal. I want to say in some personal work, I kept seeing, what have I seen a lot of? I've seen a lot of like very mercurial cards come through, which is interesting. The Tower has come through a lot. Yeah, but it's almost like a Tower moment happening so that this energy could come down and through. But anyway, Saturn kept coming through, and Saturn was just like, I've taught you this, or like you I'm thinking of that reel where it's like, when you have a dream, and then when it's it's channelers, isn't it? Okay, listen. Saturn is really spirit. Saturn will really empower you. Okay, I'm trying to Saturn's like, girl, just give it to him straight, because that's how Saturn is, okay? And Aquarians have a lot of that energy as well. As much as we are rebellious and unexpected, and we are aloof, and we seem like we don't care, we really don't. Love and light about what anyone thinks of us, okay? But that doesn't mean we're an ass. But anyway, look, we have a lot of Saturnian qualities in that I will do the right thing no matter what cost. I will be mature. I will be of integrity. And what is the rightness and what is the truth? This is what I will stand for no matter what, even if it's uncomfortable. I don't know. It's almost like Saturn is coming through with this energy about like, okay, what song am I hearing? I'm hearing Higher Ground, but I'm hearing a song and it's like, da, 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 love. Oh, it's a higher love. Bum, 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 bum. Think about it. Is it higher love? Make me be better. Y'all know I gotta know. Higher love. It's a higher love. Dun, 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 dun. Think about it, there must be higher love down in the heart or hidden in... Listen, y'all, what is this? 86, child, yes. Think about it, there must be higher love. Down. Okay, hold on. We're going to come back to this song because what I feel that Saturn wants to speak about is something like, you need to be taking the high road. And it's in a way, I'm not even getting like Big Daddy. I'm getting honestly more of like a very powerful, like Capricorn vibes, like matriarch, like, honey, I'm going to sit you down at this table and we're about to talk today. Because what is it? It's like someone's Meemaw getting them together. I told you, if you ain't, I'm hearing this, y'all, Love and Light, I'm hearing it just like this. Is very like, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, you don't say nothing at all. And it's like someone's great matriarch, powerful grandmother, which is not surprising because Neptune is on the move. Very spiritual grandmothers, right? Venus, let me go. Do I still have the new moon chart open? What is Venus in? I need to know really quick. Child, sometimes I'm channeling, y'all, so love and light, be patient with me. Okay. Dun, 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 take me. Is Venus in Pisces? No. Yes? Yes. Venus in Pisces, yes. Because Venus, Neptune in Pisces is the higher octave of Venus. Are they both in Pisces? Okay, that makes sense. So the nature of what we're kind of being taught about is we have to go, when they go low, we go high. When they go lower, we go higher. Higher ground. And this is very Saturnian, very, again, I'm not feeling patriarch. It's a you were taught, okay, I'm hearing, again, bear with me, I'm from the Southeast, but my spirit tribe is coming through as very much like a OG Meemaw, OG granny, who would like smack you down in the back of church and be like, you wasn't raised like that. This is how this energy is coming through. And it's almost like Saturn is like, and mind you, he's in Pisces. So so the grandma and the grandfather are in Pisces. I mean, you could say, right? It's like this spirit. It's like you're being disciplined, but spiritually. Okay, so this can be a reminder, and I totally get it, because, child, did we end a leap year? Yes, we did. We ended a 4-year cycle from 2020 to 2024. We can take that back and make it a complete 8-year cycle. So when we come to the end of this past 4-year cycle, it's like we're being reprimanded and saying, now listen, you learned. Now you have to have your it's either practice spiritual discipline, or maybe for some, love and light, okay? You need to be spiritually disciplined spiritually. Like, we have to keep our eye on the prize. Now Spirit is showing me it's like a coach who's like, keep your eye on the ball, It's don't get distracted by being pulled down to lower frequencies. You're in a pattern. We've just completed a leap year. We're getting ready to lull and then have a whole new arc, which will go for 4 years. And this goes back to how Venus moves in cycles of 8 years, but we could talk about that another time. because Venus is the heart right above Earth, just ba-boom, 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 pulsing into Earth. Okay, and then Mars is the map. Anyway, listen, another day. Okay, I keep hearing, bring me a higher, da. It's like divine purpose. You got to go back to divine purpose. You got to be spiritually disciplined right now. Okay, there's Saturn in Pisces is like, look, for the last couple years, you've really been deepening your spiritual life. You've been developing an emotional maturity, and you can't just get like wiped off the map and completely like get distracted from your higher heart. I think this is the message that Saturn is bringing us back to attention to, because the water bearer wants to come in and pour and refresh and pour and refresh. This is Aquarian energy. How do we pour? We pour through cosmic spirit. I mean, it's fixed air, but I don't know how to explain if fixed air could feel cool and refreshing like water. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm just listening. There's a huge message about being disciplined in your spiritual practice as well. Saturn is bringing that through. So sustain, like keep up your commitments. And this looks different for everyone. It's not our place to look at another person and say, you're not doing this. I'm hearing off with the heads. Don't do that. Curses come back threefold, love and light. Okay, let's return that to sender and clear it, spirit. No, that's not, we don't. Okay, be careful. Okay, Saturn is saying, don't get yourself trapped up in something that's going to pull you off of your path. What is this reference? Somebody, I don't know if it's a reel or something I was listening to in passing. To be honest, I don't remember. But he was making an example, you guys, of how his girlfriend was really mad at the guy, the girlfriend, whoever it was, right? Love and light. I don't remember. Okay. She was like, I can't believe you skipped, let's just say church. You know, people go to mosque, people find their belief, whatever your practice is. Okay. I'm not judging over here. Love and light over here. Okay. That's not mine. But it was this whole thing about he went fishing, but he was trying to tell her that that was his like church. You know what I'm saying? But they were arguing, and the arguing was wasting so much time and energy. Spirit is showing me like cognitive dissonant energy and how it irritates our auric fields and our heart chakras. Our toroidal heart space literally gets like, they're showing me how like fuzzy white noise looks on a TV, but in reference to your aura. This is what Saturn is showing me. Saturn in Pisces, whereas I would definitely rank, love and light, okay, to each their own, I would rank easily Neptune over Saturn, because she's like the great, wise, cosmic, galactic, I don't want to say galactic, I mean, in our galaxy, yeah, she's like the galactic cosmic grandmothers. And she is the higher heart to me, which trumps any kind of karmic cycle, which trumps any kind of spell of illusion of time. And these are the things that Saturn works in, right? So I'm saying Saturn in her higher heart channels down, Neptune channels down through Pisces. Saturn is in Pisces. Now Venus is in Pisces. There's some kind of connection here. And I'm just channeling. I really have not pre-studied. I hopped on because Saturn was like, I said, and I was like, you got it. Okay, let's pull a card. You saw that I shuffled. Let's pull a card from Gateway of Light Activation. Orion Activation, Supernova, Recreation, Renewal, Rebirthed by Light. Blinded by the light. Dun, 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 dun. The whole song, I think I've channeled this before, but it's something like the Calliope falls to the ground, which is a reference of like a carousel spinning off its tracks. It makes me think of like time slippage. So I feel like Saturn is bringing through this whole, also, if you're experiencing time slippage, that's very Saturn in Pisces, Neptune in Pisces, timeline convergence. We're learning to swim and orient ourselves in our daily routines very differently because we are waking up from the illusion of a lot of spells that have to do with the inverted dark matrix and black magic. And we're just ascending so much spiritually, mentally, energetically, and physically. Time slippage, I'm not at all surprised by that. And you're coming off the heels of a leap year, you're going to experience some of those effects. So Saturn is bringing something through about if you're feeling time slippage, you're not crazy. Oh, let me look up Orion, you guys. Blinded by the light. Orion constellation. Obviously, I mean, and if you don't, love and light, that's totally okay. The Orion constellation, you guys, is really, like, well known because you can see it easily if you know what you're looking for. A lot of times, if you're learning astronomy and astrology, that's one of the first ones you know. Also, I have a plan to get a tattoo that involves it, but that's one of the first ones that you learn. I mean, Orion's belt, of course, the Orion Nebula, all of these things are very popular. Osiris's soul, right, was believed to be in the belt. That was an ancient Egyptian thing. What else? The hunter, Gemini, Taurus. Yeah, I was thinking more about the location, but... All right, so Taurus season could be important. Gemini. What Jupiter is in Gemini right now. Anyway, interesting. I was just curious what we might channel. What else was I hearing? Hold on, you guys. What was it? The, dude, I don't know how to spell that. The Kuiper belt. Do you spell it with a C or a K? That was coming through as well, I heard. Kuiper. Why was that coming through? Oh, that makes sense. In the Kuiper belt, okay, it's spelled Kuiper. Saturn is bringing that through. This message is coming through as well. It has to do with, like, it's one of the coldest regions. Pluto is out there. Eris is out there. Eris, Eris, the goddess of chaos and discord. Haumea is also in the Kuiper belt. Now, Haumea, I have scheduled to record some teaching material because it's crazy important. Wait, Saturn is bringing through the Kuiper belt. Where's my page of notes from where I've been working on Haumea conjunct Pluto? Oh, Lord, child, if you could see all these notes I got. It's just how my Aquarian brain works. You'd probably be like, oh my God. Okay, listen, also, in part of my notes, oh snap. Okay, so Kuiper belt, Haumea, Pluto conjunction. Pluto is part of this Aquarius stellium, okay, because Saturn was saying Kuiper belt. I was studying a page because I was trained by a shamanic witch. That was the basis of my 3-year-long apprenticeship. So we learned a lot about shamans, right, of the Teotihuacan descent and the Machu Picchu area and all this, right? So I'll read you this because Spirit wants me to read you this. I saved this and was writing and studying this, and I found this passage on one of the like shamanism initiation pamphlet things. Anyway, listen. This is called the Orion Stars Initiation in Spirit. Maybe this is Saturn was leading me to read this, okay? I'm going to pronounce everything as best I can. Please know that I am not from Central or South America, okay? So love and light. Don't be ugly. Okay. The Quechua name of the constellation Orion is Quinta Chata, Like many advanced civilizations with extensive star knowledge, the Incan people, love and light, so much I received from them. The Incan people hold Orion as a constellation of extreme importance. And when I say I received, I've never traveled anywhere to do any kind of like psychedelic journey. If you have, that's fine. But when I say I received, I mean like from direct lineage of teachers. And then they taught my teacher. And then so the amount of respect I have and rituals and everything. Anyway, like many other advanced civilizations with extensive star knowledge, the Incan people hold Orion as a constellation of extreme importance. There are 3 stars in the belt of Orion, and for the Incan shamans, these stars directly relate to the 3 worlds they work with when they journey. In fact, in the Inca cosmology, all of life is made up of these 3 worlds. They consist of the upper world, Hanakpacha, the middle world, Kaipacha. That is the name of my astrology teacher, okay? In the underworld, Ukupacha. These worlds have many layers and chambers where Incan shamans go for healing to bring back sacred knowledge. Thus, the initiation of Orion connects you not only to Orion, but I feel like Saturn and spirit channeling through the archetype of Saturn, there's something that's very verbally activating about us hearing this right now, love and light. So if you're still staying here, thank you for sharing in that with me. Thus, the initiation of Orion connects you not only to Orion, but also to the 3 worlds of Incan shamanic journeying. Another name for the Orion star initiation is called the initiation of your inner star. This is interesting, guys, because we have been channeling so much about the soul star chakra. I'm going to shout out my friend Cindy because I know she won't care. She's my ride or die. We always sharing all of our synchronicities, and we were like, oh my gosh, we're those people. But what is this part of it? Okay, look, see the activation, the initiation, and this it's a lot of heavy Aquarius energy is very like wavelength. It's very frequential. It's pure energy pouring from the cosmos. So the throat chakra is very powerful during this time. Another name for Orion star initiation is called the initiation of your inner star. Also, Orion is sometimes referred to as the 3 Marys. Throughout the world, the belt of Orion is extremely significant and profound. In ancient Egypt, it was the home of departed souls. Orion was believed to emit spiritual rays of light that vivify gods, men, cattle, and creeping things out of the seed of the soul. It is not surprising that the resting place and as well as origin of the ancestors could be seen as Orion because the Orion Nebula is considered the birthplace of our solar system. The 3 pyramids of Giza in Egypt, in fact, were created to mirror Orion in the night sky. They were not the only ones. Sacred ceremonial monuments and pyramids all over the world were built to line up with Orion. Spirit is showing me it's almost like Saturn was wanting us to come and allow like a gateway to be open. He's showing me like something that looks like Kronos or like a hermit holding keys. But all of the Piscean energy flowing down, Spirit is showing me the messages and the energy flowing down. And it begins at Pluto, which is in Aquarius, going down through Neptune, Pisces, Saturn, Pisces, Venus in Pisces. Mars is kind of out of play right now because Mars is in retrograde in Cancer, working out, closing the contracts of familial karma. But Mercury is also assisting. So there's some kind of gateway that's being opened so that we can have this message together. What? Spirit. Okay, because even Mercury is in Aquarius. Mercury is a fast-moving messenger that stays very close to our planet, right? Along with the moon. Whoa. Okay. I'm seeing a lot. It's just so fast, it's hard for me to share. But it's almost like this understanding is really important. The stars of Orion, in fact, offer numerous blessings and are referred to by the Incas as Shaskas, big stars. Funny that we have chakras, which are little wheels of light. Isn't that funny? They carry or transmit energy of the sacred family, mother, child, father. Their light activates more clarity and insight by opening your subconscious, and they are directly related to the third eye. The blessings of Orion are also deeply healing and grounding. They are bright healer stars for people and also for Pachamama and all the inhabitants of Earth. Further, they bless you with protection on your path. To connect with them will give you added protection in life when you need it. A vital aspect of Orion is that it is linked with new beginnings. This is associated to the timing of its rising in the southern hemisphere on the summer solstice and in the northern hemisphere at the winter solstice. This is interrelated with the Incan constellation of the ancestors, the Pleiades. The timing of their ascension in the night sky is synchronized. These are sacred times and are occasions when shamans can receive the blessings of the light of these constellations, both Orion and the Pleiades. Therefore, the blessing of Orion itself is an initiation into new life, a rebirthing. In prophetic words of Lou Famoso, a man who came back from a near-death experience with sacred information from Archangel Gabriel, look to Orion and you will know when the new world will come. The significance of Orion cannot be underestimated and has been recognized throughout the world over time. What? Some of the sources cited, you guys, were Path of the Energetic Mystic, Explore the Essence of Your Heart, Personal Trainings with the Inca Carapacos, Dona Ernestina and Don Lorenza, Oral Teachings, from some sort of lineage of Orion initiation. Sons of God, the Orion Revelation, John J. Harper. Okay, very interesting references, Spirit. What's wild is I haven't even looked back at that document in a hot minute. Since like last year, you guys, because what is time? What is January? I bumped my head and had the concussion. Whoa, I just feel like, I'm sorry, that was like a big activation. What, hold on. Now I need to know, guys, what is, let me look at Orion really quick. Is Saturn trying to bring us to Orion? What? Hold on, I'm sorry, y'all. Isn't there a spacecraft called Orion? Preparing for the Artemis 2 mission? Where they're going to the moon? Deep space. Whoa, okay, hold on. Now, I will say this. When I think about Orion, I think about the meteor showers that happen, right? Isn't that more in the fall? It's like October, November. So there could be a really like big importance of Saturn will go into Aries and then come back to Pisces and be retrograding during that time. So the maybe if it resonates with you, there could be something there about the what do they call it? Orionoid. I just always think Orion meteor shower. I think there's like a technical name. I think there's actually a new moon in that window too. Okay, so new moon in October, Orion meteor shower when Saturn is retrograde and Pisces again. What? Okay. We'll take there's a message there for sure. I wonder if, you know what's crazy too? When I think about how Neptune is a part of this channel along with Saturn, is that Neptune is at like still at the 29-degree point of Pisces. And the Sabian symbol is like a majestic rock. A majestic rock formation resembling a face, idealized by a boy who takes it as his ideal of greatness and grows up and begins to look at it. the great stone face. The Sabian symbol of Pisces gives us invitation to reflect on relationships of what is our ideal of greatness. When we activate this degree, we can then observe how to understand what it is that inspires us, and then what we aspire to embody, which is so interesting because we talk about embodiment with this being okay, wow. See, if I'm channeling, I could just really do this a lot. Where did we start with this? The Kuiper Belt. That's right. We were hearing the Kuiper Belt. So I don't always do this channeling style because I know it's really hard for some people. So love and light, I understand. It's less of teaching and more of me just being open to spirit and intuitive message. Let's read the actual card though, Orion, that took us off on that. Orion and the Kuiper Belt and dwarf planets. Haumea, by the way, if you want to read about that, it's a huge deal of how it's influencing our entire galaxy. Haumea is Haumea. Haumea, interacting with Pluto right now. Sort of a big deal in astrology. We're all talking about it. Okay, let's read Orion activation together. Orion is one of the best-known constellations in the night sky. Its name is Greek for hunter, and its stars can be seen as a figure with a sword accompanied by a dog, Sirius. At the center of the constellation, I feel like being a Harry Potter fan is a message for someone. I'm seeing Sirius Black. That's a message. Something about the dog archetype, not a wolf. I'm seeing the moon card, but Spirit is circling the dog. So maybe someone resonates with dogs, which makes me think of the goddess Artemis, which we were saying Artemis too was the name of the, anyway, Artemis, and how, you know, it's more of an Artemis, maybe like Huntress Diana, like archetype who would run through the woods wild, like with the dogs or the wolves, right? That's kind of what I'm seeing. I'm really seeing Artemis as this huntress. Saturn is making a move in that season, right? In May, I'm seeing everything in bloom, like a beautiful, not a summer, it's not like a spring forest, but it's also not a deep summer forest. And I'm seeing Artemis running. I'm hearing that song, Aurora. I'm running with the wolves. I'm running with the wolves tonight. I'm running with the wolves, right? Trick or treat, what would it be? Bum, 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 bum. Aurora, I think, running with the wolves is coming through. Okay. Its name is Greek for hunter, and its stars can be seen as a figure with a sword accompanied by a dog, Sirius. At the center of the constellation, 3 stars, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka, appear in a belt-like formation. To the south of Orion's belt, there's a nebula that has revealed much about how stars and planetary systems are formed. The best way to describe this space is a star nursery. During a star's last evolutionary stage, it explodes into a supernova. This could be confirmation of something or a connection for someone I'm hearing. And after all, you're my wonderwall. On a very like mundane 3D level, it's giving this like some sort of old memory, nostalgic. There's this melancholy sadness of like trying to reconnect to a timeline that's ascended. Maybe that could be a person from your past. I don't know. You, a past version of you. I'm hearing today is gonna be the day they're gonna dun. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do. You know what I'm talking about? And all the roads, what is it? We have to walk a winding. And there are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know. That's coming through so strong. It explodes into a supernova, which provides the perfect space for a new star to be born. That's going to be a common theme to you guys. Remember, we are still tapering out South Node Libra. So a big part of closing karmic cycles, partnering with Saturn's work, is letting a lot of old relationships go, including old relationships we had with past versions of ourselves, Spirit says it like this. Now we're moving into South Node in Virgo territory. The Orion constellation is home to a number of higher beings, many of whom are dedicated to the evolution of our planet. Even though the idea of the constellation being a hunter may make it seem highly masculine, its energies are in fact similar to those of the Lemurians, and its inhabitants therefore honor all beings. The beings of Orion are in fact sacred space holders who help all those with star power and star potential to make changes required to become the most ascended and aware form of themselves. Find Orion in the night sky or connect with its image online and then say, "Great wise ones of Orion, thank you for supporting my recreation and renewal. I am ready to shine like a star. All of your fears and setbacks are being stripped from your energy now. It is essential for you and your old way of being to fall away, and for you to go through a process of renewal in order to move forward. The old stories of your life aren't yours to live out or live up to. You are far greater than these limiting experiences. The beings of Orion are surrounding you now, and they see you as one of them, someone who has been born with the knowledge that they can live with great purpose and make a real difference in the world, whether on a global scale or in a particular corner of the planet. When you draw this card, you are being reminded that you have infinite star potential." What did I open it saying, you guys? What was it? Infinite cosmic power, itty bitty living space. Let's see. Wow, we kind of went on a different channeling route than just tarot. Spirit guides, ancestors, and team for the highest and best good. Is there anything else that we need to see? Are there any other messages for the tarot before we close, Spirit? Today. Oh, we never came back to, y'all, the good 80s music. We never came back to, think about it. Think about it. There must be higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart. I'll look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? We walk blind and we try to see, falling behind in what could be. Bring me a higher love. Oh, where's that higher love I keep thinking of? Worlds are turning and we're just hanging on, facing our fear, standing out there alone, a yearning. It's real to me. There must be someone who's feeling me or feeling for me. Things are so bad everywhere in this whole world. What is fair? We walk blind and try to see, falling behind what we could be. That still goes on. It repeats. I will wait for it. I'm not too late for it. Until then, I'll sing my song to cheer the night along. I'm going to have to play that song. Yeah, I heard that song forever. Bring me a higher love. Oh, it's a higher love. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know, you guys. I mean, we did channel a lot, and we kind of went, and then we had the Oracle card, which brought a lot. I thought we were about to get something there. I think Saturn brought through what Saturn needed to do. Perhaps it really was about reading that activation. I think that was a huge part of it. So I'm going to close it there, you guys. That feels like the message. I love you and I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful beginning of your lunar cycle, and happy Lunar New Year to you. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.